Hi, everyone. I am so happy because we finally have the weekend. The other one. Hold on, I'm gonna get a good layout. This one? There we go. That's better. So hello to everybody. It's just me tonight, but I'm glad y'all are there in chat. We've got Chris in chat. We've got Dana. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, my sister. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Sylvia. Hello, Faith. Beth is in the house. Hi, Leanna. And it's my mom. Hey. Oh, boy. Man, I've had a long week of work catching up things at the house. Hello, Mary. And Michelle is here. I'm so glad y'all are here. Hi. Sorry, I just lost connection to everything. So I'm back. I don't know if you noticed. But yeah, like my internet just blipped out and blipped back on. So I gotta get my other guy in here. Can you guys hear me though? Yeah. I don't know if it's the storms that we're having tonight or what, but maybe it was just a one and done. Thank you guys for confirming that for me. Thanks for introducing Jason. Jason, I'm glad you're here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Usually I've got a pretty decent internet service, you know? So let me get back into my other camera because I last week was it last week? Was it really last week? It was when it was. Yeah, I think it was last week because I was visiting Jenny when we saw it. They had this Czechstravaganza at Bead Box Bargains. That's the sister store for Bargain Bead Box. And so we were both like, oh, hey, let's get those. And did a little purchasing and got these little bundles of Czech glass beads that have different colors in them. Let me just add this and switch it over so you guys can see, because I would like your help. I'd love it if you would help me to decide which color to use. And I'm going to put up a poll go. There we go. So let me show you what our different options are going to be. Oh, was the video not very clear earlier? Ugh. I got all 3 of them. Now this was just like a one thing that they did on the weekend. And then it was over. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Teresa. Hi. It is so nice to have people in here with us. Anyway, so I put up a poll. Let me flip over to my overhead. Yeah, if you already know what colors they are, you don't need to watch this part. You can go ahead and vote. But these are the different options. We've got the earthen floral, orchid floral, and tropical blue. So let's see what's in here in the earthen floral. We have these like topazy, turquoise wash arabesque beads. And then these like yellowy Picasso Hawaiian beads. These flowers. Hey, Jennifer's here. Hello, Jennifer. And then there is these really dark dricks. And these other ones that have the red with like the green splash on them. And some bellflowers. So that's what's in the earthen floral. And then for the orchid floral, there are some of these like Hawaiian beads, which are gorgeous. And they just listed these on their site for sale today. So like, I love these so much. I want to get more. And they have them in turquoise. It's going to be hard not buying them. So there's some of these flower beads. And then we've got some of these long ovals that are table cut. We've got these bright, I guess orchid is a good color for that. Dricks. We've got some light lilac-y ones. And we've got some trumpet flower beads. You know, I am comfortable with any of these colors. That's why I'm letting you guys choose. And then we've got tropical blue. And this one has 2 different sizes of these table cut flower beads, this Hawaiian flowers. It's got the big ones right there. And then a bunch of these little ones. And then we've got some of these like light blue / green bellflower beads. These fire polish beads that are just a gorgeous, gorgeous finish. It's like blue and green. It's crazy. I love the color of this beads. It's so pretty. And then there were these leaf beads that have the matte green on one side and then this like lustery rainbow iris over here on the other side. So those were the bundles. I know they're all beautiful. But I also, because I picked out a bunch of other beads during that, I picked out a couple from my haul that I thought I could add to it. So I've got these drop beads that I can add to this one. These are just still the same, so I'd have more of them. And then for the orchid ones, there were these large, like kind of splattery dricks, and then these are the same as these. So it would just be twice as many. And then I got 2 strands, and one of them was these Hawaiian beads that aren't table cut. And then aqua cathedral beads, and I think that they would go with that as well. The speckled eggs, yes. Yeah. That's definitely it. So I don't know. I'm happy with any of these. I just don't know what I want to make with. Chocolate blue is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't go wrong with any of them. But I'm going to let that poll run for a little while. Where are we at? Let me see the poll. It looks like Orchid Floral is at 52%. Tropical Blue is at 30. And Earthen Floral is at 17. I don't know if everybody's voted or not. They've had 23 votes and 24 people are watching. So that's probably everyone, right? All right. So according to the poll, the orchid won. So let me put away these other colors. I can use them later. Hello, Pauline. We just ran a poll. I haven't ended it yet. Feel free to vote between the Earthen Floral, Orchid Floral, and Tropical Blue. Now that Pauline is here. I think the orchid. Oh, we got another vote for Tropical Blue. Got 46% now for Orchid Floral and 39% for Tropical Blue. I'm going to pack these in here though, because I think they really will enhance it. Orchid plus blue. Ooh, Carol, thinking outside the box. You know, it's true, Dana. I am wearing something that will absolutely go with this. I don't know if this will show. I don't know. Hi, Linda. I'm glad you're with us. This is pretty fun. Most of the time when I do these, they're really, hello, Angela. They're not structured. So I'm just going to make some things and have some fun and talk to chat. And I try to stick with, sorry, I try to actually pronounce my words. I don't always make it, but I try. All right. There we go. And Tita's here. So, all right. So I'm going to be easy what I make. Just going to be some stringing things. What color would my sister choose? She would choose the aqua. She'd absolutely choose the aqua. We are all winners here, aren't we? Oh, that's fantastic. All right. I'm going to end poll. Because we have had enough votes. There we go. And now let's just get these beads out. And I can pick a beading wire. Maybe make some earrings. I can try not to ruin my teeth. All right, so how have you guys been this week? Y'all had tornadoes? Ah, Jenny. Trying to help me out with that. Love these so much. These are going to be earrings for sure. Me too, Jennifer. Yes. Did you guys see Jennifer's live that she did with Stacy and Jody on her channel? It was just a couple of hours ago. They just had some time, some fun times, beading things, making things. It was fantastic way to wind down. I had my dinner while I was watching. It's really nice. Leanna's been visiting her son and his family and helping around the house. That is a busy time, but like well worth it because like then you've got all your family there with you, right? Mostly working for Faith. Oh yeah, you made 2 earrings. They made complete sense. But you were also running the chat too with Colleen. That's so fun. A long week for you, Maggie. Sorry, I had to scroll up. Oh man. Yep. Yeah, I've been catching up on things at work. Colleen's amazing. It's true. Yeah, I just swallowed wrong. And I forgot to bring a drink. It's okay. I can suffer through it. What am I going to do with you? Oh, I know. Sorry, I'm having ideas. That would be a great idea. I wish I had room for a she shed. As long as it had air conditioning. That's the important part. And electricity. Oh my gosh. Stacy, that's so fun. Hold on. Everybody needs to see this. That's amazing. I'm so jealous for you. Do I have any metal close by to add? I do. These have this kind of pewtery silver thing on the back. So thinking stainless steel for my metals. And I grab some spacers. There you go. Little guys there. I don't know if we have any bead caps. I'm going to need some head pins or something. I'm just trying to get rid of my plastic. Yeah, stainless steel or gunmetal. I'm just going to arrange these guys. And I think I want to do some. How tight are the holes on here? Can I fit 2 strands through it? Hello, Anastasia. Yeah, my chair does squeak. All right, I just got to check the hole size. That's going to determine which wire I use. So I'm just putting both ends of this wire through this oval bead, and it does not fit. So I'm going to grab some fine wire. There we go, because I'm going to do that thing where I go through the long bead twice and have, let's see, maybe a couple of these. A couple of these. And a dangle hanging down under there. So that's what I'm going to want to do with these. That's going to work better if I have fine diameter wire. So I am going to need to get some head pins so that I can make some little drops out of these. And I'll put these spacers in between these. Oh no, so that means you've got to like buy mealworms. They ship those live, don't they? Or do you pick them up from a store? So I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but I've listened to how you're supposed to actually pronounce. It's not axolotl, it's a shotl. I think. Maybe you're doing it wrong. I like that. I really like that. And I'll do more. That's going to be the middle of it. I'm not sure how long that will be exactly. All right. Now that that's laid out, frozen ones, that's great. Oh boy. I'm trying to figure out how to do this with the wire. Drip beads they're just round. They're just completely round beads. That's all they are. I'm just answering a question, guys. Oop, that's the wrong one. That's the question. Drip beads are just round, and so you'll have different sizes, but like with check glass, it's either a check glass round or a check glass jerk, but it's just a round bead. All right, I think I'm going to just pull off twice as much as I want, plus extra for crimping. So 1, 2. And then if I have too much, I have extra wire for other things. All right, just ignore my life falling over behind me. It's fine. It's fine. It's the weekend. That was just my my keyboard. All right. So I'm going to start here. This will be the middle. Here's the middle of my wire. So just over to the side. Hi, Sharon. 174 earrings. Earrings are the best. I love it. All right, so I'm just putting that on the middle. That way I can get to it after I get started. I'm going to start stringing them outside in. Frozen water bottle. Oh, that's not a dumb question at all, Linda. It is not a dumb question. I got these beads from Bead Box Bargains. It's the sister store for Bargain Bead Box. Let me get the link. And they've got a thing going on tonight. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Technical difficulties. Okay, so yeah, that's where I got all of these. And the wire I'm using is the fine diameter Softlex. Let me pull this outlet thing off of here. The fine diameter is 0.014 inch. They're giving away some free beads. It is 0.014. It's just covered it. Sorry. But I've used these before. Okay. So I'm going to go up this way. And put on the oval bead. Like that. There's a lot of consistency for wire sizes. Sometimes there'll be just like a little marginal difference. But it's good to look at the numbers on it. Because what one might say is fine wire, another might say it's very fine. It's I don't think they've got like a standard or anything. Oh yeah, they are still available. I should have shown you the numbers when I was doing them, but I don't know which one is which at this point. I'm sorry. Okay, but I'm going to go through all of these. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Make my drops. That was very silly. I got distracted. We were having a conversation, guys. I do get distracted sometimes. Okay. I think I can get away with a simple loop on these. Actually, where are my roundness flags there? I might just do a double loop on them. That was awkward. I'm going to loop. What's the question, Sharon? Well, hello to Cameron. Oh, Sharon, I can't answer that because I don't sell my earrings. If anyone here in chat sells their jewelry, maybe you can let us know how much you might price your earrings. So nice to see everybody saying hi to Cameron. Hi, Sandy. All right, so I'm just going to slow down what I'm doing on this next one. Now that I figured out, I'm just putting down my head pin, and about an inch away from there, I'm just rolling up the wire. And I'm just going to keep on rolling until it ends up right there next to the bellflower. Like that. So that I've got a double roll. And then we snip off the excess. This one's got a hole that has some filling in it. So I'm going to grab a different one. I can clear out that it's probably just the finish that's on it. Sometimes the holes get gummed up. It doesn't happen to every bead. It does happen to some of them. It's totally normal. Thanks, Kathy. I think the first time I saw one do drops with a double roll and the head pin was Kay Goss. She did it during a TGBE presentation. It was like, oh, wow. That's pretty cool. And then I completely forget how to do it or that it's a useful thing until just now. And I was like, oh, hey, maybe I should. Selling your earrings for $125. What did you make the earrings with? I think when you're figuring out prices, you should look at the market. You should see what other things are being sold for that price. No, I'm not going to lose these drops. They're going nowhere. Except right between these two beads. There you go. And I think another bonus for the double wire is there's a little more space. It takes up a little more space between those beads. I think you would love double rolls, Jenny. I'll do another one for you before we finish. Okay. So I've got my 4mm, that's a 6, and my 4mm and all of that on those sides. So now I'm going to go back through that oval bead so that those go along and make a little loop underneath the bead. Like that. Boop. Now I'm going to put on this one. The rest of this is just going to be stringing. Yeah, you've said that before, Sharon. It is. It's really pretty. I like it. This is a really fun way to use these. You know what I think is really super interesting is how many different ways people will put together beads, like the same beads in so many different ways. There you go. Yeah, Jenny, you like dangles? That's adding dangles to your beads. You do. Sometimes your vision might be similar to someone else's, but then you might have a different way of finishing it or something like that. All the dangles, yes. That's true, Stacy. It's fantastic. Especially the bead boxes that have like a Facebook group or somewhere where you can see whatever people have made. Well, I mean, if your neighbor would like to pay you that much for it, I'll take it, you know? But I would pay whatever people are willing to pay. That's what I would charge, whatever they're willing to. Unless I was using really expensive beads or something like that, I personally would have trouble charging that much for a pair of earrings I made. That's me, not you. Where are we going? All of these little spots have effectively camouflaged the hole. It is, isn't it, Chris? I like that. I'm going to do the other side, and then we'll worry about how we're going to go around the back. So I'm going to swap positions with my bead stopper. Start working this way. Because, yeah, this is mostly just going to be stringing. And I do want to make a pair of earrings. And I'll probably make more of the drops with these and do a little cascade or something. I do know, Sharon, and I agree with you. Hold on, I gotta scooch up. Yep. We all get the same things. And it's pretty rare that two people are going to make exactly the same thing. Where am I going? There I am. I lost track. And that, my friends, is exactly why I only do easy projects on these lives. I know you're saying, Becky, that's complicated. It isn't. It's just stringing. You're just adding loops. Hello, Elvira. I'm glad that you're here. I'm just stringing stuff along. So you haven't missed too much, except for finding out about a new ashlatl. Oh no, I said it wrong. Ashlatl. That's it. And now we've got a discussion going on in chat about how to price your earrings, which is useful if you want to sell them. I asked chat to help out with that. It says I don't sell mine. And Dana has really good advice. Hi, Bonnie. I'm glad you're here. Oh, how do I store all of it? That's the big question. And I haven't been able to sit down and have some time to organize my finished jewelry. So a lot of times it sits in a box. So it's one of those things that I want to do when I could make time for it. Seed beading ones, yeah. The amount of effort that goes into it, you would want to charge more for, but not everybody's willing to pay for it because they don't value the time. They don't value the expertise that goes into actually seed beading. So you could sell to those who do value it, but your average person isn't going to know how intensive it is to make something with seed beads. There you go. Sounds like a good formula. Oh, that's good. Yes, because it takes more time and it takes more skill. Oh, thank you, Faith. Right. It's pretty easy to do. I'm going to get this a little bit closer. This is a very floral, very floral. Oh, we've got more pricing. Elvira is sharing. That's a pretty decent price range there. That is so true. Because, if you only give yourself like maybe the minimum wage for the amount of time that you spend on it, um, that still will increase the price a lot, especially for seed beaters. Oh, have y'all seen Dana's beaded flowers? She's posted some of them to Softlex VIB group, and they take my breath away every time I see them. She's an artist. Also, her sun catchers. I'm in awe of Dana. Just always. You guys are so helpful. I agree, Colleen. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I really like it. Hi, Lori. I am making a necklace with some of these beads that I got in a bundle from Bead Box Bargains from last week's sale. At the beginning of the live, everybody voted on which one I would make with for tonight, and they voted for this one. You should, Jenny. I bet you would love it. I mean, technically, those the word art ornaments that we made are kind of sun catchers. They're more like Christmas light catchers, something like that. Oh yeah, that one had dagger beads instead of these round beads in a drop. Those are really cool. Yeah. I do. I like making jewelry too. All right. Now I've got to figure out the pattern of beads for the back. What do you guys think like that? Oh, I know. Pop a big one in between them too. Oh, I have two spacers in a row. Daggers are fun. There's a lot of things you can do with them. And I know the first time I got daggers in a bead box, I was like, what in the world? How am I going to use this? What a useless component. And now I use them for so many things. It would look good for chain. There we go. Yeah. Those big sparkly beads in the soft flex kits and the JJB mixes and stuff. I keep doing that. I did it again. 2 spacers. Jenny. See, now that you can make your own jewelry, Jenny, it means that I have one fewer person. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Making the big one. Yeah, one fewer person I can make jewelry for. I mean, I suppose I could still make jewelry for you. Yeah, okay. Why would I stop? Oh, these long flat beads. They are table cut oval beads. Check glass table cut over oval beads. Let me see if I can find a link for them. One sec. I type much better on a keyboard that is facing up the right way, not upside down. Aha, those are the ones. Okay, so those are the beads that I'm using, the long oval ones. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I'm glad that you're enjoying it so much. For the most part, we have had very positive reactions to us being together. I did have to delete a comment that wasn't helpful or kind about us because, and I'm just going to put on my big sister hat for a minute. I will not let anyone kill my sister's joy at all. So, but everyone else has been fantastic about us. Sharon is an earring making machine. I love you, Jenny. But yeah, beading is a joyful thing for me and her to share. And I'm so glad that I get to share that with y'all. All right, folks. I'm just going to check where I'm at with this. That's the middle. Perfect. Right? We are having way too much fun. Okay, so I'm just going to continue this same pattern up this side. I'm going to hold it up so you guys can see it. They are fantastic for when you're in a slump. That is exactly like when I can't think of like a bracelet design or a necklace design. Sometimes just a simple pair of earrings will be a satisfying thing to make. Or when I'm just so tired. Sometimes I just get exhausted and all of that. Yeah. Thank you, Bonnie. You can make family. You can. Thank you, Sharon. I love it too. I'm going to be real honest. This is super pretty, and I'm 100% going to wear it as soon as it's finished. Oh, I didn't put these colors together, Kathy. They came in a little bundle like this. All I did was take the colors that they put together and figure out a way to string them. You know, Sylvia, my sister didn't bead with me until just this year. Or was it last year? When did you start doing that? Jennifer. Sorry, not Jennifer, Jenny. Jenny, do you feel like you're in kindergarten? Should we start going by last initials? Jenny G. Jenny M. A bit less, yep. So never say never. Oh my goodness. I fall asleep with things in my hands, but not needles. Not needles. I have this fear. Like my aunt had stepped on a beading needle and it got stuck in her foot and she had to have surgery. So I'm like, I have this fear of like losing track of my beading needles and like just being incapacitated for weeks. You could, Jenny. What am I doing and where am I? Okay. I got distracted by chat. An autobiography by Beki. Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. I love it. It's so pretty. And it's going to totally match my top. I could have put together something that didn't match at all if you guys had picked one of the other colors. It might have happened that way. Oh, yeah. Thin wire. Yes. Same Dana. I have to find it. Is that? No, almost. One more. All right, now is that enough wire for a bracelet? Maybe. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. Come on, guys. Sometimes the wire twists. So I'm just going to help it twist the right way. There we go. All right, let's make some loops and crimp our guys, and then figure out a clasp. It'll probably be, spoiler alert, a lobster clasp. Getting out some jump rings. Now, my sister gave me these little flip top containers, which I have not gotten out of my bag yet. I unpacked the important things, like this, but I haven't unpacked that yet. To transfer these guys, these are my jump rings. Oh, I can hold them here. You can see them easier here. Yep. Oh, the Softflex wire nubs in the vacuum cleaner. Oh, thank you, Pauline. I need crimp and some extra wire. Literally just had a spool of wire. Okay. So the thing about the thinner wire is it will fit through these tighter holes twice, but it doesn't fill out the space inside the magical crimper crimp beads enough. So I'm going to stuff some extra wire in there to make it work. So I've got my crimp on my wire. I'm going to bend it back on itself. Sure, let's go through that. That'll be fun. And once I've got my little loop there, that's a nice hustle. And now I'm going to stick this wire into the crimp. It's not bending anywhere. It's just going all the way through it. Oh, you're welcome, Anastasia. And now I'm going to crimp this here. Using my magical crimper. Do a little squeeze. So it just gets the corners. Rotate it. Make sure it's centered still. Give it another squeeze. And then go around. Different angles. Smoothing out those corners. There we go. Getting that wire in there. I'm going to snip off my excess wire. And this little bit of extra. This actually wasn't one of my scraps. I usually keep some scraps, but I tidied up my desk. So my scraps are in a little bag that I put somewhere and I forgot. So I'm just using the wire straight off the spool. I'm just using that little end. That's it. This is the color of wire that I would have used if I could do 2 passes of this wire through the ovals. So since it's right here on the desk, we're going to fill those in there. Oh, good night, Kathy. Thanks for staying up with us. I hope you have a good night and a great weekend. Oh, good night, Sandy. Thanks for coming and spending some time with us. I hope you also have a fantastic weekend. I'm so glad you get to have a craft day with your grandtators, by the way. That is so cool. It is pink soft flex wire. I always need to order more soft flex. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing on this end with my fine wire bent around. Then stick my big fat soft flex medium wire in there for more filling for the ravioli. Or the meatball. Okay. And the other color that I've been using is this champagne color. It's so pretty. This is a decent amount of wire, my extra, to be able to do some other things with. Oh, good night, Anastasia. Have a good night. I'll hope to see you on the next one. I have some yellow beading wire that I was going to bring to my sister and I forgot. I'm looking around to see if I can find it on my desk. It's not here. They are, Elvira. They make the best wire, in my opinion. I am a slacker. Okay, let me get this attached because I got to wear it. You guys got to see it on me. Opening and closing jump rings. All right, and I'm putting a 6mm jump ring on this end. And then my lobster clasp on this one. Hold on. Got to check it. Good night, Faith. I'm glad that you were here for this, Anastasia. 26 colors. That's enough for every letter of the alphabet. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. You know, I'm so glad that you said that, because like it's not as scary to use seed beads if you figure out how to put them together. I'm going to be doing some more seed bead tutorials actually this coming week. So you can look for some of those. I think you might have some fun with them. And I'm going to try and keep them beginner friendly. Oh, thank you, Pauline. All right. Are you guys ready to see it? I love it. What do you guys think? Is it pretty? Does it go with my top? I think I love it. Oh yeah, Colleen's a fantastic instructor as well. And if you haven't seen Jennifer's channel, she's also a fantastic instructor. Good night, Elvira. Oh, thank you guys. I chose the right top purely by accident. Oh man, we'll do earrings probably in a different thing, but I am gonna make some earrings out of these. Still have some more of these drooks left. These amazing table cut. Yeah, I'll just do a short video with these for the earrings. I did do, speaking of earrings, I was going to do a wrap-up video for the whole month for earrings every day, but life got lifey. So I'm going to film it tomorrow. Because I won't be having to do grocery shopping. I won't be having to take my son to the dentist. I won't be having to catch up on a bunch of work. I can just do a wrap-up. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, these earrings, by the way. I'm obsessed with these. These are those selenite and sea sediment jasper earrings. I love them. These were in my my final 5 that I did with those DD beads. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Pauline. Oh, yeah. That would be nice, Anastasia. Oh, you got the Sassy 60s kit. I'm doing a class with them on the 9th. So keep a lookout for that. Jennifer Miller. Hold on, let me grab her YouTube channel. I'll just get a link to that. There we go. It's Bella Rain Jewelry Company. CO. But there you go. That's Jennifer's channel. Not my sister Jenny, Jennifer Miller. So if you're not subscribed already, go check her out. I did. I promised my sister some of these beads. Yep. And maybe I'll give it to you when I give you the yellow soft flex. This is great. I got a new mic. So just those of you who are still in chat, how is the sound quality? Sounds good? Okay. That's good to hear that it's clear. So it was worth buying a new mic for. And if you can't tell, the camera's in another place because I am streaming from my computer instead of my phone. So I could use the good mic. Yeah. Okay, good. That's fantastic. All right, everyone. Let's wrap this up. Let's say goodnight. It's almost tomorrow. And thank you for staying up with me. Thank you for helping me make decisions because I hate making decisions. And for spending some time and with each other. And for all of this beady fun. It has been a very beady day with all of the lives. Everybody's been live today. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight. And I will see you at least next week, if not any other time before that. Bye, guys.